Check, 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 check. What up? If you're pulling up to the chat, say what's up. Gonna make some beats. Welcome, 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 welcome. Measures, what up? Wow, what's good? Man, I was feeling so bad last time, dude. I was so tired, but not today, dude. I'm feeling great. Ooh, I should have got myself some sparkling water. Yo, yo. Even though the car horn beat was amazing. Thanks, man. We got through it, man. You know? You just got to keep pushing. Dude, never stop. Never stop trying just because the shit doesn't sound good. Are you kidding? Don't stop doing something just because you're not there yet. Hey, how was the road trip? Oh, we stopped 30 minutes in. Why? Because we weren't there yet. What? That doesn't even make any sense. Oh, how was the marathon? Oh, we stopped after the first mile. Why? Because we weren't finished yet. Because we weren't there yet. What? All because you're not there yet. All because you haven't, gotten to where you need to be yet with the beats. Doesn't mean you should just stop. You know what I mean? And that's why you keep going. And then after you keep going, sometimes you make something better than you've made in the past. And I think that's what happened last time. I made one of my strongest beats on an off day. Yo, what up, Renee? What's good? Oh, shit. Whoa, I can't read this. Hand-lettered logos. Hand-lettered logos. What's good? Okay, I think my audio is getting a little sketchy. I might have to reset this interface in a little bit. This should be one of the last episodes I have on this laptop. I got my new laptop. It's sitting back there. I'm just kind of onboarding it right now. It's going to take a while to move everything over. But I feel like we're close. If I could just get... Yeah, if I could just get... Well... Yeah, if I could just get some plugins over, then I'd be good. Yeah, I'll just get my Waves plugins over, and then I think I'm set. Yeah. Welcome, everybody. If this is, your first time here, please say what's up. If it's not, hit follow. If you're following, please subscribe. Yeah. Let's make some music. Oh, wait. Okay. Let's go through some breaks. What up, Dan Borgo? Ooh. Issa Vibe, thanks. Dude, Gonzin, thanks for subscribing. Damn. Yo, hype train already, dude. Now, I gotta say, today's a good day. I can feel it. Okay, I can feel the energy today. We're already on the hype train. We just pulled up maybe 5 minutes ago. We already got the hype train. So let's keep it rolling. Holy Seuss Fly. Thank you so much for following. Really appreciate it. Chi Hu subscribed for 2 months with Prime. Dude, we're on fire, dude. We're on fire. Absolutely on fire. Let's keep it rolling. Dude, I do not know what's going on with my interface. Or my laptop. I think it's my laptop's fault. It's just being trash. We're almost there. I think this could work. Let's do it. Let's do it. And I also want one with 16th notes too. I'll use both. Well, that was quick. Jeez. Wow, dude. Wow. I think these are already quantized too. Make it really easy to chop these. Dude, say what's up, everybody. We got the coal train hype train, dude. Chasing the coal hype train. Yeah, dude, if it's your first time watching, please follow. If you're following, please subscribe. If you're subscribing, please drop some emotes in there. It's like holy see us fly. I'm that gal with the green eye shouted that transcribed your body and soul. Oh, nice. Nice. Great to see you. That was pretty impressive. Really close. I was playing some pretty wild shit. So that was kind of I think that was kind of a tough one to transcribe. I don't know if I would have been able to transcribe some shit like that because I definitely had to like work to make it weird. Pretty accurate. That was awesome. Julian Rochin, dude. First time watching, man. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here we are, and we're just making beats and, you know, having a good time. Yeah. Oh, Dad's got the Matty J emotes. Yo, if you got Matty J emotes, you know, drop those in there. I think I got a few right here. Jeez, this interface is just pissing me off, dude. Oh, it's making me mad. Yo, I think should I just unplug it and plug it back in, you think? I don't know. It's tough. Tough decision to make. Okay, cool. Let's get it rolling. Fuck yeah. Let's do it by yeah, let's do it by 8th note. Fuck it. I just want to make a hi-hat loop, actually. I think that's how I'm going to start this one. Oops. Wow. Okay, that one's got a kick on it. We don't need that one. Man, we're making a hi-hat loop. Let's do it. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Get out of here. And boom. Oh, dude. That was nice. All right. Now let's cut this one up. I have a feeling we're going to want to put both of these together. I think it's going to work. Feeling pretty confident. Yeah. What's going on out there, dude? Someone ask me a question or say something crazy. Let's see what's going on. Okay, why can't I? There we go. Are you taking on any piano students at the moment? Always. You can email us at kiefersessions@gmail.com. Bam. I just sent it in there. please email us. We're always taking people. Kiefersessions@gmail.com. Oh, would you look at that, dude? The hype train has been extended, dude. Jesus, fucking audio. This hype train's been extended, dude. All thanks to Gonzin, who gifted a tier 1 sub to Purple Grenade 1. Welcome, Purple Grenade. It's my honor to have you here. I hope I make you proud, and I'm going to do my very best to be both entertaining and also helpful. Here I am making a little beat. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. Yeah. You little shit. Thanks, dude. You little shit. You're going to have to remind me what your real life name is. But I do remember learning that one of my students was indeed you little shit. And I appreciate the compliment. I try my best to teach well. And, I appreciate any opportunity to do that. Renee, what's good, dude? Renee is also one of my students. He goes by 586 beats. Alex, what's good, dude? Nice. What's the email for? I came late. Oh, Kiefer Sessions. So there's Kiefer Sessions, the Twitch show, which is this. But then Kiefer Sessions also refers to the piano lessons that I teach. And you can email us at kiefersessions@gmail.com to book lessons. What do you talk about with your students in beat making lessons? If you do that, I do that. I'm taking piano lessons and loving it, but would love to get better at making beats in an organized way. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the way I teach beat making, I wouldn't say is particularly regimented. Most of it involves the student bringing a ton of beats to me, showing me 5 or 6 beats, usually in a session. I listen to all of them, and then usually I have tips about mixing, arrangement, basic engineering knowledge and how to use Ableton, all kinds of things. But I think the main thing that I help with is usually just fundamental mixing, techniques. I think a lot of people usually... Ooh. I think most people really struggle with... Oh, actually, maybe I'll just fuck with this one. Dude, I don't even like this break. I like this other one, actually. Fuck it. Yeah, I think most people initially struggle with just like how loud everything should be. They got their levels like all over the place. Most people don't know how an EQ works. That's really important. And then like more advanced students, usually I talk about arrangement. I think arrangement's like a big one, honestly. Sound design, all kinds of stuff. Beethoven challenge there today. I don't know, dude. After that last episode, like, I really had a lot of fun doing it. But I feel like that's something I only really want to do once. Like, I don't know if I want to try that. I think I made a pretty solid beat, Could have been better. But, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. If I'm feeling it, I'm definitely going to do it. But for now, I'm just, kind of into just making like one at a time, Okay, what are all these different okay. Do those Neuro headphones live up to the hype? Yes, they're great, but you have to know what they're for. A lot of people hit me up like, "Yo, man, are the Neuro headphones great? Like, are they great mixing headphones? Should I get them for mixing?" Okay, you got to know what mixing headphones are and what consumer headphones are. Neuro headphones to me are like consumer headphones. You shouldn't mix with consumer headphones. Consumer headphones are supposed to make things sound good. You don't want to mix stuff with things that sound good, necessarily. You want to mix with things that sound honest. If you were a painter and you had glasses that made everything magically look great, and you're looking at your painting like, oh my God, my painting looks amazing. And then you take the glasses off and you're like, oh my God, like this looks terrible. Why does it look so terrible? It's like, well, damn, you had those magic glasses that made everything Oh shit, we got a level 1 hype train emote, dude. Sick. Bam. Oh, I guess it didn't work. That's weird. Oh well. But yeah, yeah, what does that mean? Does that mean we actually have that now? Oh, cool. Oh shit. Yeah, we all get emotes, dude. We all get all kinds of emotes. Fuck yeah. Nice. Dude, great work with that hype train. But yeah, basically, yeah, you don't want headphones, consumer headphones. You don't want to mix with those. You want to mix with mixing headphones, which have a flat frequency response curve. And Neuro headphones are not that. But as far as consumer headphones go, they're fucking sick. They are so tight. I love those headphones. The only other negative review that I've heard about them is that they can be very uncomfortable because they're not just over ears. They're also in ears as well. They're both. So each ear really has 2 speakers. You have the cans over the ears, then you also have your essentially earphones, like earbuds. And those can be really uncomfortable for people. They're also noise canceling, which I love. Also wireless, which I love. So I don't travel without them. Like, they're so fucking sick. But the thing that they're actually like really known for is, and I'm talking about Neuro headphones, by the way. The thing that they're really known for, they were designed by these ear doctors, who basically added a hearing test into the headphone in the same way that you would get like if you went to the doctor and they put the thing in your ear and then they can measure, what frequency ranges you hear well and which ones you don't hear very well. So it can do that. It'll measure how well you hear certain ranges, and then it'll compensate for the ranges you don't hear very well. So I think for me, I can't remember. I think it was like low end. I'm very sensitive to low end. So like I hear it louder than it actually is. So then what it does is it kind of reduces the low end a little bit. And so the idea is that you could listen to music and hear it more or less the way that it was intended to be heard, if that makes sense. But not really, though, because they're still consumer headphones in the end of the day, and really they just make shit sound amazing. But yeah, you don't want to mix with that shit. But yeah, you can use the headphones either way. You can use them with just regular, just the stock setting it has, or you can like test your ears and then listen to it, so it's modified to your own ears. But I'm not mystified by that stuff, Yeah. Oh, that's the one I want. Jesus. My audio's getting fucked. Okay, we're good. Okay. Okay. I just restarted my little interface because it's just not agreeing with my laptop right now. All right, cool. Sick. Do you guys get tinnitus often? Are there things you can do to make the ringing stop? LOL. I don't get tinnitus really. But it's my understanding that I don't know. I mean, I guess listen to music less loud. You gotta be careful with that shit. Yeah. Oh my God. Do do da do 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 da do da da do. Okay. God, I feel like my computer's like barely hanging on, dude. Okay. I don't know if it's my screen or just the stream. I can't really see what file you are sampling. Yeah, that's because I don't really have the file visible right now. I chopped it up a little bit earlier. Originally, it was this break here, which sounded like this. And I cut it into eighth notes, and now I'm just putting those eighth notes in a different order. Whoa. Oh, wait, I'm a fool. Oh, my God. I was like, why isn't this sound the way it's supposed to? Oh, shit, dude. That's Nikki, dude. Oh, dude. Nikki from Toronto, dude. Oh, my God. Nikki just pulled up, dude. Dude, me and Nikki made this beat one time, dude. Dude. It's called Put Your Fucking Hands Up, dude. Do you know where I'm going with this, dude? Dude, put your fucking hands up.
And will essentially super help with mouse shot. The only girl with good personality was smart. Or maybe
Crowd of people moving.
Oh, shit.
And will essentially super help with mouse shot. The only girl with good personality was smart. Or maybe funny.
Crowd of people moving.
And will essentially super help with mouse shot. The only girl with good personality was smart. Or maybe funny.
Shit. Woo! Wait. I can't even hear Lil Jon anymore.
And will essentially super help with mouse shot. The only girl with good personality was smart. Or maybe funny.
Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh man, that's some of the most fun I've ever had, dude. Oh man. Oops. Cool. You know what? I'm just gonna do a different. Sick. Cool. I'm also going to keep this track. I'm just going to silence it for now. You three can go away. Collect all and save. And let's call it May 2020, scene F. Only my 6th beat this month because I don't make enough beats, but that's okay. I think we got a 2020 folder up in here. And wow, dude, only January. Well, that just goes to show how organized I am. all good. I don't give a fuck. But that's where we at. Yeah. Do you ever cover theory in these? Oh, yes, I do. And by the way, Jay Peterman, welcome, dude. Yes, I do cover theory in here. Yeah, anything you want to ask me at all, happy to help. Yeah. By the way, DM Don the Beat. Thanks so much for following. Zoran Beats. Thank you so much for subscribing once again, dude. Oh, let me get my I don't even have my piano going right now. One sec. Gotta do some cable stuff. Oh, Lord. Just plug this in here. Hell yeah. What was your highest number of beats made in a month? Oh. I'm sure I've done like 50 or 60 before, which really isn't a lot. For like a full-time beat maker, producer. There are guys I know who do a lot more. Tripping. Cool. Seems reasonable. Oh, dude, you want to hear piano? Oh, don't you worry, it's coming. But we also gotta respect the process. We're going through it, but I'll be there. I promise. Actually, you know what's funny? Actually, now that I think about it, I don't play piano on this channel. I mean, I do. I play keyboard, but I don't play piano because I don't like digital piano sounds. I don't know if you know this about me, but I don't use digital piano sounds. I might do it on this stream, you know. But if I do that, I'm definitely... I'm not going to keep it. The second the stream's over, I'm probably going to delete that and do it somewhere else. Kiefer, my harmonic vocabulary consists of playing sus chords, sus seventh chords, or 7 sus chords, because sus seventh chords aren't a thing. I think you mean 7 sus 4 chords, maybe. Playing sus chords all over the place. Not actually, but basically, what's another cool versatile chord you like? Oh, I mean, they're all versatile. Major chords are great. You kidding? Minor chords are great. Dominant chords are great. You want to play, you know, there's a lot of chords out there. You got to learn your major scales. If you know your major scales, then you'll know a lot of chords. Yes, we want to hear some melody. How about just some solid synths? Damn, people are really thirsty today, but it's all good. Hey man, I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to help any way I can. You just, you know, I'll get there in a moment. Oh damn, just black, eh? Let's do maroon today. That's nice. Yeah, that should do it. Why isn't this going away? It's a new experience. Cool. Dude, Kyle, dude. Kyle Pajaro, welcome, my man. What's good, dude? Dude, Kyle's the shit, man. Haven't seen you, obviously, in a while. Hope you're good. Oh shit, I'm still hooked up to some of these sounds over here. I'll get back to that piano roll later in case you guys have any questions about theory or whatever. You know, happy to help. Oh, no thirst, just want to hear more than the boom boom claps. Well, you might be in the wrong place because I do a lot of boom boom claps. Yo, Mr. Carmack, what's good, dude? Welcome. Thanks so much. Dude, Carmack is one of my favorite producers, and I also consider him a friend. We got to know each other at the Playlist Retreat a few years ago. If you guys are Carmack fans, please drop some emotes in there, dude. Show them what we got, dude. Show them these fucking emotes, dude. I want to see a lot of emotes. Yeah, welcome, dude. Really good to see you in here. Really, really happy that you joined us. Yeah, let's process some drums really quick. And oh, guess what? I'm gonna be that guy, dude. I'm gonna be that fucking guy. The RC20 really quick. That's all good. Here we go. Oh, and would you look at that, dude? Mr. Carmack just subscribed. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. What a guy. Seriously. Really appreciate that, man. Thanks for being a part of the group, you know, doing the thing. Also, at this point, I might as well let y'all know about the Discord. Yeah, let's invite some people to the Discord really quick. Okay, cool. Bam. Because you talked about emotes and made me jealous. Yo, dude, we got some emotes, man. All right. Okay, here we go. Tips for a new piano player. Oh, you got to practice every single day? I would get a teacher. I don't know if I can answer everything right now because Lord knows that'll take me 30 minutes. I'll just talk about it forever and ever. But you know, talk to somebody who's really good. And, you know, not just one question, but, you know, talk to them all the time. God, why is my fucking audio fucking suck ass today? Hell yeah. Woo! Okay. Not mad at these drums at all. Cool. Do you always determine the scale of a song by the root chord? I don't know what a root chord is. You mean like the tonic? Maybe that's what a root chord means. I think that chords are determined by scales, not the other way around. Chords come from the scales, at least the way I think of it. All of this is made up anyways, so it doesn't matter, but that's how I think of it. And I think how most people would. But every chord that you play, you should know what the scale is, though. I will say that. Every chord you ever play, you should know what the scale is. It just makes it so much, you can be so much more powerful. I like the guy earlier who was like, I want to hear some piano, as if I was never going to do that. Okay. We're here, dude. Okay. I feel like that could be bumped back a little bit. Oh, do you always start with the drums? Always. Always, always, always for me. I might come up with a piano idea first. Like I might write the piano idea first, but I always track the drums. Track the drums first, always. God damn, my computer's tripping. Okay, let's see. All right, I'm going to go off screen and do some synths really quick. Yeah. Oh, would you look at that? Stuck in Waveforms. Subscribe to Tier 1. Thanks so much for subscribing, Stuck in Waveforms. Really appreciate it. Wow. Went with the sax sound for that. Dude, digital sax sounds never sound good. Unless you're very, very clever with it. At this point, I'd like to acknowledge some people. Matthew David just followed. Welcome, Matthew. Really, really appreciate it. And I'm assuming that's Matthew David of Leaving Records, who is a legend. Please make sure to follow Leaving Records on Twitch as well and to support them. I believe they're doing streams every Saturday. And with that, we have Nap King Cole, who just subscribed for 1 month at Tier 1. Nap King Cole, thank you so much. Hell yeah. Okay. This definitely should be faster. Yeah, I think I'm lagging for some reason, which is weird because I'm running via Ethernet today. Apologize for that. But yeah, digital guitar sounds are pretty bad too. Yeah, I'm not crazy about digital guitar sounds. It can be done, but I'm not the one to do it. Yeah, that's a DX7. Yeah, these brakes are pretty pretty standard stuff. I mean, I'm sure you could find these in any these. I'm not the guy to find some obscure brakes. These are probably pretty standard. I bet you can find them. But that's why I like to cut them up. I like to cut them up and put them in different orders. Although usually I actually don't really mess with brakes that much. That's just something I've been doing the last like 2 months. But you still use the Model D? Yeah, it's just out in the living room right now. My roommate's been using it for a little while. I gotta get that back, man. Yeah, I'm gonna ask Tim for that back. I really miss that guy. The Model D, that is. Not my roommate. I don't miss him. I see him all the time. See, I was also doing this weird. I did not play that there. Is that bass sound a preset of the DX? Yeah, at least on mine. I mean, someone could have programmed it differently, a prior owner, but as far as I know, it's a preset. Whew. Just make a busy beat. Just make everything on there. Let's just do a lot of 16th notes, man. Let's just fill it up. I don't care. Can you get Paul on the show? Yeah. I mean, he's my roommate, Paul Costalusa, that is. Paul Grant would also be great to have on the show. Dude, Paul Grant is one of my students, man. We talk about music all the time, dude. Yeah, that guy is awesome. I forgot to turn on the mono poly. Damn. All right, while we're waiting for that monopoly to start up, might as well play some piano, since you guys are asking me about it today. Cool. Yo, I just completely fried my shit. Shit was too happening. Damn, dude, this shit just didn't happen. Well, needless to say, can't wait until I use my new laptop next time. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm doing my very best to just keep it rolling, but it's just what it is. Word. Okay, so I think that Monopoly should be ready now. Kiefer overload, dude. Yo, I got a serious question though. I noticed you started with a bass line first. What's the question? Which is interesting. What's your question? I'd love to address that. Yeah, dude. Knowledge, where you at, man? Yo, everyone say what the fuck's up to Knowledge, dude. If you got Knowledge emotes, if you're a subscriber of Knowledge, show us your emotes, dude. Show your loyalty. Bam. I got a few of them right there. So you chose the scale intentionally and then went around that. Honestly, the scales at this point aren't really a thought. The chords are like E. I guess it would be like E natural minor for the first one, and then the second chord is G minor 7, but I'm playing it like Dorian. But see, I don't really think about what they're called anymore. I just know what they are. I know them really, really deeply. That's the key to me. So it's not like I'm intentionally choosing them. I'm like unconsciously playing them. You know what I mean? I think that's the goal. Dude, G Monk Funk, thanks so much for subscribing. Rhodes Funk, thanks so much for following. Cough gave out a tier 1 community sub, dude. Cough, thanks so much, dude. Damn. Man, you people are nice, man. Again, if this is your first time watching, please follow. If you're following, please subscribe. Gonna have my new laptop next time, so the quality's gonna be better. Thank fuck. Yeah, let's get the Monopoly rolling, dude. Yeah, dude, I ordered that shit, man. I just put down 4 Gs and got a new laptop just like that. Bam, bam, bam. After that one stream, you know. So we're getting there. We're getting better, one at a time. One little piece at a time, dude. And with the new laptop, I think that means that I can plug my Apollo 8 back in, because for some reason this laptop and the Apollo 8 just don't agree. It's because the ports on the side of this laptop are all fucked up, man. It's sad, but it's all good. Yeah, so we're gonna be back soon with some better shit in a couple days. Yeah, let's do the Monopoly. I think it should be rolling now. Sick. All right. Just do the mono poly on there. Oh, can't wait to have multiple scenes so I can flip back and forth. It's going to be so much better once I get that new laptop going. Oh, but hey, not complaining. The music's good right now, so it's all good. Hey, this is a music show after all. Okay. So. Ooh. Not mad. Yo, Devin Morrison, what's good, dude? Young Forever 214 is rating with a party of 5. Thanks so much. Really appreciate it, man. That's dope. Everyone who's watching Young Forever, please say what's up. You know, love to have you here. All of my people say what's up to Young Forever's peoples. Give them a nice warm welcome. Yeah. Show them those emotes. Okay, here we go. What's happening down here? Ooh. Did you pan the drums yourself, or is it automatic with the music? That's the break that I sampled. See, it's in stereo. That's just like a sample, drum sample. I really haven't put any effects on anything. If you know anything about my producing style, I don't put a lot of effects on things. I like things to sound good when they get into my laptop, and then I just do simple mixing techniques. Get the level right, EQ out some problematic stuff. I really don't do a lot of sound design. I just try to play keys well and come up with good, good melodies and good chords and stuff, and great sounding drums and simple stuff. Because I'm really not a good engineer. That's not really my thing. Here we go. Oh shit, well, that's kind of annoying, isn't it? Second piano part in the beginning of the beat of Super Bloom is I think my favorite piano part piece or whatever I've ever heard. Thanks, man. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Jamil Music just subscribed at tier 2. They've subscribed for 2 months. Currently on a 2-month streak. Jamil Music, thanks so much, my dude. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, you guys, really appreciate all of you who are subscribing, man. And if you guys aren't on the Discord yet, please pull up to the Discord. I've got the link right here. Please pull up. We're putting beats in there. We're sharing drums with each other. Dude, if you don't have any drums, if you ask me about drums, dude, and you want to know where I get drums from, it's from places like this. Producers share drums with each other, I think. At least that's been my experience, Yeah. Do you remember your Reflection Eternal cover on SoundCloud? Yes, I do remember that. What you wearing? Love the shirt. Thanks. It's just a shirt I got from a thrift store probably 5 or 6 years ago. Yo, who was the guy earlier who said he didn't want to hear any of those boom boom bap baps or whatever he called them? Are we happy now? For the record, I'm glad that there are drums on this. Yeah. Patience is a virtue, dude. You never stop before the shit sounds good, dude. Don't stop working because it doesn't sound good. Don't stop working because you're not there yet, right? We just talked about this earlier. This is my favorite thing. I always say, hey, Kiefer, how was the road trip? Oh, we didn't go. We turned around after 30 minutes. Why? Because we weren't there yet. I mean, if you did that your whole life, nothing would get done. Oh. All right. Okay, that's enough beats for the day. Let's talk about some stuff, dude. Let's play some piano, or maybe I can play some of the beats we made. We made a beat yesterday that I really liked. What was that? Was that any good? Let's see it. Let's see it. The boomiest of the blap. Can we get a boom bap emote? That would be great. Okay. This is interesting. There it is. Okay. Oh, that's a good one, but that's not the one I'm looking for. We can get back to that later. I think the one I did last time was this one. I really liked this one. What's on your mind? Not much, man. I'm chilling. I'm just making beats and I do the same thing every single day, dude. I did the same thing before the quarantine and after. The only difference is that I'm doing it on Twitch right now. Dude, I just teach music every day in the mornings. Work on records in the evenings. You know, it's fun, man. It's good. I really can't complain. I'm very lucky. Yeah, here we go. Can you tell us about some exercises that you gave to your students? Here's the thing, man. I've had 150 students since January 1st. So you may have to be a little bit more specific. There's so many. Man. Oh, man. I think for piano, my favorite exercise to teach... Most of my piano students are producers that would like to learn piano, and they don't have, stacks. Doing the stacks. Basically, stacks are, it's just a word for all the diatonic chords in a key. Stacks is just the name that jazz great and Charles McPherson, who is one of my teachers, what he liked to call them. Basically, what you do is you play Oh shit, let me get a little bit of piano going here. 1 second. So for the key of C. What are some good that would be the stacks for C, and then you do this for all the keys. You know, D flat. Very fundamental. This is very simple. This is like, you know, everyone needs to know this. If you want to be a good keyboardist, you gotta know that. If you want to be a really good keyboardist, and it's very very doable. I'd say all of my students who put their mind to it get it done. Very rarely does someone really work hard on it and it's just impossible. Granted, it takes some time, but it's very doable, and the stuff that it can afford you is really important. Yeah, that's one I give out. But that's like, I call it, that's my fourth baby step. I have a set of baby steps where like you need to get these 4 done before I can really teach you about like, you know, jazz harmony or fancy chords or all of that. You know, people, sometimes they just want to know shortcuts. You know, I don't like teaching shortcuts. Like there's this guy on Instagram right now who's like trying to teach this shit called grips. And he's saying like, oh, you don't need to know those fancy scales or that fancy music theory. And I find that to be really condescending. Like, I feel like he's kind of insulting everyone's intelligence, like as if to say people aren't smart enough to learn music theory and scales and stuff. I don't believe that. Like, I believe I believe in all of my students that they're capable of learning anything in the world that they want to. I have to assume that. If I can't assume that, if I don't assume that, then I shouldn't have that job. So I don't like skipping steps, really. But that being said, I do now. I'm a softie, so I'm still gonna show some cool shit occasionally, as long as I feel like the student is getting down with that shit first. But if you don't know your major scales, then I don't really think you can make any like really lasting, permanent understanding of harmony. It's just like, you know, it all crumbles at a certain level, you know, and you'll just get so much more done. I mean, it's like trying to be a professional athlete without ever stretching. Like, you've never stretched before. Like, how far do you really think you're going to go? You know, that's just not going to happen. Yeah. And we got a link to the piano grips guy Kiefer was talking about. I'm actually curious to see what he was talking about. Dude, it's like so corny. Oh man, it's like so painfully corny. It's just this white dude code switching, like, okay. So, anyway, but yeah, other ones for my more like, you know, piano-centric people who are already professional pianists or people who are studying, you know, trying to get into college programs or whatever. I assign a lot of transcriptions. You know, some people, they want to learn what I do. I usually suggest you learn like some Herbie or some Wynton Kelly or stuff like that. I really like Cedar Walton, people like that. Is he British? No, he's not British. I don't even know what the dude's name is. He just keeps coming up in my shit because he's running ads all the time. But man, it's like so painful. Yep. I don't know who Jared Hall is. Maybe that could be him. I don't know. I take lessons, but I feel like I'm starting over again. Yeah, I understand that. I think some people are afraid of taking lessons because they think it's going backwards, but it's not. It's really, really not. Dude, I think it's a logical fallacy to assume that learning music is a linear thing, and that if you know, say, an altered chord, but then you don't know your major scales, that learning a major scale then learning the major scale, a D flat major scale, is going backwards. But I don't think it is at all. No, that should be the next thing, you know. That should be the next thing that you do. That's not going backwards. Dude, if you know fancy altered chords and shit, but you don't know your major scales, dude, major scales are easier than that in my mind. Like, I don't know why people are so afraid of the major scales. Also, I think people think like major scales will only like, they're like, oh, major scales, so that's for like major chords, right? So like there's like a million different chords out there, which there aren't, dude. There's really not a lot out there. So like if we just do the major scale, that's only going to be like 2%, like this much of the whole thing. And it's going to take me this much effort. That's not a good investment of my time. It's the opposite. It'll take you this much time, and it accounts for like 70% of the harmony that you're going to encounter. And that's in jazz where the harmony is the most diverse. If we're talking R&B, it's going to be like 85 to 90% of the harmony you're going to see is going to come from a major scale, whether it's a minor chord or a dominant chord or a sus chord or a whatever. Yeah. And meanwhile, it doesn't take that much time. Dude, if it takes you 2 months to learn all your scales and you intend on playing piano your entire life, 2 months, very small amount of time for your whole piano career. Get it done. Get it out of the way. This isn't a conversation. If you want to learn keys and you don't know your major scales, this isn't a conversation. Just do it. It's not a conversation. Just get it over with. Believe in yourself. Learn some good practice techniques. Those I can teach that, but I don't want to bore all the students that I have who are here in this chat right now. There's probably 50 of them here, and they've all heard the rant before on how you can practice this stuff. If not, you can take a lesson with me, and I'll show you some good practice methods for that. But get it done, man. You know, you can do this. You know, god damn. And then there's all these music teachers out here, or just like people out there just trying to swindle you and be like, ooh, all those fancy chords like those jazz musicians do. You don't need this. I find that's so condescending to me. It's like literally telling the person, like, I'm assuming you're probably smart enough to do this, and all those fancy people over there who do this, they can, but you can't, but it's okay. I don't think that's encouraging at all. I think that's the opposite of encouraging. I think that's really discouraging. You know? Shit makes me mad. Shit gets me hot. We should always have the door open to whatever, you know. Maybe it is possible that most people really just can't learn the major scales. They just really can't do it. But I refuse to believe that. I also think it's just not true. It's also just not true. Imagine learning a language where there's 12 letters in the alphabet. And then my assignment to you in learning the major scales is I want you to learn 12 words with 7 letters in them. You're going to tell me your brain can't handle that data? Are you kidding? That's just empirically false. You know? Come on, dude. We can do this. You got to believe, dude. Okay. Sorry. Just getting off topic. Yeah. You know, I'd so much rather believe, dude. So much rather believe. Dude, we haven't gone over some of your music in a while. Would you be willing to take a sec and go over whatever we have to suggest? Yes, Alessandro, that'd be great. That's a great idea. Please get me off this topic and onto something else. Yeah, what song would you like me to break down? That'd be fun. Okay. Man, I'm like itchy right now, man. I got like some bug bites. Dude, I got stung by a wasp the other day, and we got this killer hornet shit going on, dude. You know, for a second I was freaking out. Dude, that shit hurt so bad, dude. I think it was a wasp, and it was in the middle of the night. Yeah, I got stung by a wasp in the middle. It was like 11 o'clock at night. I was in the backyard, and I got stung the fuck out of my neck, dude, in the back. And now there's like a big ass bump on my neck now, dude. Oh, dope nerd. Oh, Most Beautiful Girl. Okay, so since Alessandro asked first, we're gonna do Most Beautiful Girl, and then we're gonna do Dope Nerd after that. Yeah, Most Beautiful Girl. So for those of you who haven't heard it, let's play it really quick. Actually, we might have some. Well, fuck it. Let's just do it. Hopefully, it doesn't shut down this whole episode because of copyright issues. That'd be very ironic because it's my goddamn song, but it's all good. Yeah, let's check it out. Okay, come on. Oh, someone was listening to Solange. All good. Oh, Jesus. Bam. Okay. Here we go. Morrison asks, is Most Beautiful Girl about me? Yes. No. Yeah, maybe, dude. I don't know. Most Beautiful Girl is not about a specific person, so much as I think it's an imaginative piece. In this case, I was just imagining Devin Morrison. Anyway, so this is how it goes. Now, in case you don't know, song's in 9. Yeah, it's in 9. And some people ask, like, oh, is it 4 plus 5? It doesn't matter, honestly. Just however you feel it. I think it's like 3, 2, 2, and 2. It's almost like counting to 4, where the first beat is big. Long, short, 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 long, short, 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 whatever. So now the song's in G. I pitched it in between, I think, G and A flat, but originally it's actually played in G, and it's very simple. Now, if you know your stacks in G, you'll recognize that the chord changes are 2, the 2 chord, 3 chord, 4 chord, 6 chord, the 5 chord with its 3 in the bass, and then we have an E7, which is the 5 of the 2. And that's what we call a secondary dominant, because it's a dominant chord of one of the diatonic chords other than the tonic. Hence secondary dominant. So again, we got this 2 chord, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's it. Now, the melody is kind of a funny thing. There's this exercise I used to do, where I used to do a bunch of drop 2s in a row, shapes like this. And by doing these drop 2s, that's kind of how I ended up accidentally playing these shapes, All these are like top notes of a drop 2 chord, kind of like. D over F sharp, E over G sharp. By the way, if you want to play this, if you're a subscriber, you can just play this shit back later, but check it out. Really E7, because it's the 5 of the 2. And here I'm just approaching the chords from a half step above. A minor, B flat minor, to A minor. F minor to E minor. So again, those passing chords are just, you can always play, if you're going to play a chord, you can always precede it with a chord a half step up or half step below. Like if I'm playing an A minor, I can come from below. If I'm doing B minor next, I can play B flat before that. I think actually at one point I actually do that in this song. I think I go F sharp, G minor, A flat minor to get to C, A minor. So I can go like 3, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no, 1, 2, 3, 4. So anyway, so the passing chords, I'm just doing a half step up from A, and then when I get to E minor, I do a half step up from there. So. Anyway, Dope Nerd's another one that's pretty fun. People asked about this one earlier. Blake, dude. Everyone say what's up to Blake, dude. Blake writes, I remember when I wrote that for you. Wow, dude. Dude, everyone say what's up. Yeah, dope nerd. Oh, by the way, if anyone's curious about Isaiah Thomas's stats, no, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna pull up this video on YouTube, which is pretty crazy. I don't know if y'all have seen this, but somebody transcribed all of my first album. Literally all of it. Not only all of the songs, but like all of the parts on all of the songs. Not just piano, bass, drums, everything. Fucking tight as fuck. God, that's loud as fuck. Well, that destroyed my ears, but it's all good. So yeah, check us out. Dude, this guy even wrote in the tuning, which I clearly would never notate, but it's there if you're curious, you know. So if you're curious about Most Beautiful Girl, it's all right here. Yeah, now he writes it in 5/8 and 2/4. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. It's a little bit awkward to me. But yeah, I mean, check it out. This shit is crazy. Damn, how many bars is this shit? Hold up. Yeah. Dude. Like, some places he adds notes. Like, this isn't all going to be correct. It's like impossible just because the quality of the recording is so weird. Like this note, like this chord is definitely not that. This is definitely well, maybe. Maybe that's right actually. Like here, like this is like that leading tone shit I was talking about. Like the chord I'm headed toward at the next page is gonna be A minor, and here I play B da bo B bo 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 B, like a little A flat minor shape right there to lead me in. I think it's my favorite phrase of the whole album is that one right there. It's just so sad, dude. Just really hitting it. Yeah, someone asked about, I think Jelani asked about Evil Eye. Let's run it back, dude. Evil Eye is actually a song written by my roommate Paul. Paul wrote this. Welcome, dude. Yo, is that my boy Cena, dude? Is that you, Cena? Is it true that Paul played guitar for Prince Royce? Maybe. I don't know. I feel like Paul's played guitar for everybody. Now, he wrote this in the wrong key. I think I put it in between keys. Really, this is supposed to be like... damn, how did that get to D major? Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Whoa. Yeah, this is originally in F minor. So yeah, it goes like this. B flat sus, C sus, D sus. But really that D sus is more of just like a D minor. And that is a C altered, which takes us back to F minor. So really the main events are like F minor, D minor to C alt, and that brings us back to F. So yeah, that's that one. Very simple one. Oh, and then there's a bridge too. It goes like this. Let me move this out of the way. So this would be like in the key of E flat. This would be 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 4 minor, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 4 minor, 4, 3, 2, How does the 4 minor relate to the key? That's a good question. There's a lot of ways to look at the 4 minor. The way that I look at it, I look at the notes that are there, or I might look at the scale that I would play for that. Like if we're playing a Dorian, like a F Dorian, in the context of C, that's like 3 keys away for me. So for me, F minor kind of gets its sound because it's 3 keys away. 3 keys away is a really great sound. Other sounds with similar harmonic distance in that way would be like E flat major, B flat 7, A flat Lydian, G Phrygian, whatever. But or like D half diminished. But for me, I don't really think about harmony that way. Like for me, I do, but I think the way I think about it even more, if that's a sentence, is just by like what my experience is. Like I just know that the 4 minor is pretty. Like I just know what that sound is if I'm in C major. Bumblebee, or rather bumblebee, and then F minor bumblebee, bumblebee. Yeah, and there's some people use words like parallel minor and shit. But you know what parallel minor is? 3 keys away from C, because it's the same as E flat. So there you go. Because I like to think about harmonic distance. Because parallel minor is just a word until you realize it's 3 keys away from C. And then when you know what that means, like what 2 keys away from C is, and what 1 key away is, and you know what all that shit means, then you can actually have a frame of reference of what the parallel minor means. So I think that's an even more powerful thing. Yeah. Do I know about the count? Yes, the count is fucking sick. What do you think about his process? I don't know his process, but the result is amazing. And would you like to try recording like everything he does? I'm not sure I know what you mean by that last question. Would you like to try recording like everything he does? Would you like to try recording? I'm not sure what you mean by that question. I'm a big fan of the count, though. He's really, really sick. You mean like a minor plagal cadence? Yeah, some people say that too, but those are just words, man. I mean, like you got to think of it in your own way. Like for me, dude, here's all the theory you need to know. Here's the 4 minor, and here's the C major. Now, it's important for me to call it the 4 minor or a minor plagal cadence, or the 2 of the or I guess the 4 of the parallel minor. Those are all the same names for the same experience, so you need to know what the experience is. If I know what the experience is and then I have a name for it, that's really all that matters. I need to have that experience memorized, just burned into my brain, so that when I'm sitting here and I'm trying to think of a chord and then the sound pops into my head going, bumblebee, I'm like, oh shit, what is that? Oh, that's the 4 minor, or that's a minor playable cadence, or whatever, and then I can play it, right? Then I have it cataloged with a name in my mind. You know, that's important. But even more importantly, you got to know what it sounds like. You know, it's just a sound, dude. Every chord has a sound in relation to every other chord, right? The key of C, I can play anything, and that has a feeling in relation to C. And if I like it, if I intend to use it later, should probably memorize that. One of the techniques to memorizing things is giving it a name. That's why there's names for things in music theory. But it is really, the names are arbitrary. They're all made up. Nothing in music theory is inherently real or scientific, really. There's some people who try to get scientific with it, but I think that's just kind of corny. But yeah. Yeah. By his process, I mean he seems to record everything on the spot, drums and perks included. Sorry, I was a bit vague. No, I'm not interested in doing that all the time. Sometimes I like recording. Dude, first off, I don't like to record all by myself, you know. There's just so many other ways to do it. I don't intend to do that. That's just me. Picardy third is the opposite of plagal. I don't even know if that's a real thing or not, but yeah, call it whatever you want, dude. This is an orange cadence. Fuck it. It's you know, a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. It's made up, but it's codified so that we can all have a conversation about it. Yeah, I would say that. I think it's just a means to communicate ideas. But I think it's also a way for you to memorize them. Like, dude, like if you play basketball and you join a team and you've never even heard of a screen or a split cut or a flare or any of that shit, it's going to make it really hard for you to learn an offense, learn a system, if you don't even know what to call shit, you know? Picardy third is just resolving to a major one at the end of a minor piece. Oh, okay. Cool. Is theory just a means to transcribe, or are there other applications? Oh. Is theory just a means to transcribe? No. You can transcribe without any theory, by the way. So I wouldn't even say theory is a means to that. But theory is a means to a lot of stuff. Orange cadence sounds like a prostitute. Nice. All right, y'all. It's been real. I think I'm going to head out. I'm going to head out. But if you're in the chat, please say what's up. If you're watching, please follow. If you're following, please subscribe. If you're subscribing, please throw in some emotes. If you're not on the Discord, please get in the Discord. Yeah, my hope is to have a new setup by the next time we're on here. I don't know if that's possible, but I'm gonna try and get that set up. Let's see. I think I just need to. Well, maybe I'll just do it without any plugins next time. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm gonna give it a shot. In 2 days, Saturday at 4 p.m. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. Cough, Alessandro, prices may vary. You little shit. Joao from Brazil. We got Matt Young from Vancouver. Ilmatic MD, Fiodorola. Sleuth. What's Discord? It's right here. Thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. Really, really appreciate it. I'm here to serve you. That's my job. I hope I'm entertaining and helpful. It's my honor to be here, and I hope I make you proud, for real. Thanks so much, you guys. Might as well play this beat one last time while we're signing off. Let's pull it up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks. 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 Peace, 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 peace.